I'm Adam East of the Tavery Restaurant in Broughty Ferry, and we're going to be cooking with hake tonight. So we're going to do a lovely fillet of baked hake with chorizo, lemon, and a little pepperad. Obviously, we're all here because of amazing Scottish seafood, and some of us, I believe, haven't cooked with it before tonight, but it's the first for everyone. But I've been eating it, enjoying it, cooking with beautiful Scottish produce now for just about 12 years. You can get stuff imported from all over the world, however, there's nothing better than what's actually right out there in the water behind us. It's very, very simple, and just a few easy steps which we'll take you through tonight. Tonight's got a little bit of a Spanishy theme. I've got family in Spain, so it's a little bit of a mixture where we're cooking beautiful Scottish seafood with a Spanish twist, which the Spanish tend to do anyway because a lot of our fish is shipped across there. First things first, we're just going to look at all the ingredients. Has everyone got everything that we have here? Peppers, olives, walnuts, green beans. Now these should be pre-blanched. Should have some nice sliced chorizo, some sun-blushed tomatoes with all the oil that comes with them, a clove of garlic. We've got some smoked paprika, some fennel seeds, some cumin seeds, capers, and a little bit of chopped herbs to finish. Should also have a lemon. Some people are a bit confused about how to chop up a pepper. What you want to be doing is it's got a thick skin, so just crunch through it, and then just work your way around, taking the sections off one by one. Slicing through the peppers very carefully, nice long strips. Okay, so we've got all our peppers nicely chopped. Now, have you all got a hand blender or a food processor or something out and ready? This is the world's simplest sort of pesto. Our little garlic goes in, and then we've got our sun-dried tomatoes with all the oil. The oils you can see in the bottom there. You want to just put it all in there. Now, you might well need a little bit extra oil. Vegetable oil is absolutely fine. Sunflower oil, rapeseed oil ideally. And our walnuts go in. So 3 ingredients, that's garlic, tomatoes, and our walnuts. A little pinch of salt. You can use sea salt, table salt, whatever's easiest for you, whatever you've got. Inside, you should have something that kind of resembles something like that. So in the pesto, we should have sun-dried tomatoes, our garlic, our walnuts, a little pinch of salt, and a little bit extra oil just to make sure it blends properly. Now, hake's a beautiful fish. It's one of these things that we use in the restaurant a lot. As you can see, it's got nice big thick flakes, and generally fish that have got nice big thick flakes retain a lot of moisture in between them. Hake is probably one of the juiciest fish you get. It's really difficult to make a mess of it because it just retains so much liquid. So you don't need to do much to it at all, hence why we're just going to simply bake this. So just got our a bit of greaseproof paper on a baking tray. Just going to lay them down there. We're going to just season them a little bit of salt, and always season from a height. If you season here, you're just going to have a big lump of salt in the middle. So season from a height, so you get an even sprinkling. And then we get our sliced chorizo, and we're just going to put 2 or 3 slices on the top. I'm going to go for 3 because I'm greedy. Okay, and just give them a little push in. Now the next part is get your lemon, and what we're going to do is take the end off, yeah, and just thinly slice the lemon slice. Okay, nice and thin. Then all we're going to do with that is place him on top. As the chorizo starts to cook onto the fish and the lemon starts to bake, you'll get a nice combination of acid with fat. And the last thing to do with the fish is just give a little drizzle of oil over the top. Just a little tiny drizzle, doesn't need to be too much. It just helps everything stick together as it cooks, you know. And we're going to start getting the garnish. So we want to get a pot or a pan, something like this. We want the pan hot, but we don't want it to be absolutely smoking hot. So we've got fennel seeds and cumin seeds. And we're just going to put them into the oil.
How much have you used for each?
About a teaspoon of each.
Okay.
So you can see now there's a few starting to pop and crackle.
Smell fantastic.
People talk about French cuisine all the time being the best in the world. I disagree. I honestly think that some of the stuff they eat in Spain is absolutely fantastic. It's so simple. So peppers in the pan. Put all that oil. Yeah, so peppers in the pan. Wet them down for a minute or 2. And the next stage is to add the smoked paprika and a little pinch of salt. And just cook them out till they start to soften up. Okay, so fish is going in the oven. So we should be about 6-8 minutes away. Peppers are stewing away nicely. What's happening is the moisture's coming out of the peppers now. We're just mixing with the oil, which is starting to create an emulsion. At this stage, we're going to add our chickpeas. And I'm just letting it just happen very, very gently. Right, now, Black olives are going in. Our capers are going in as well. Provide a really nice bit of acidity to the dish. Nice brightly coloured dish. So make sure we've got our wine open. So as you can see, there's little bits here starting to stick to the bottom of the pan. When we add the wine to the pan, it's going to lower the temperature of the pan, and it's going to make all these tasty bits of stuff at the bottom come up off the pan. It's called deglazing. As you can see, it's starting to catch a little bit now, which is exactly what we want. We're just going to add a little splash. I mean, we're not talking a lot of wine. If you want to use a measurement, I'd say 5 little capfuls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, use your spoon and try and chip all these little tasty bits off the bottom of the pan. You can see it's kind of creating a little sauce in the bottom of the pan. Can you see that? Just a little bit. At this point, I'd say it's time to add green beans. Just give it all a nice mix together. Turn the stove off, and there's still lots of heat in that pan. It'll keep it warm, so don't worry about anything going cold, okay? We've got our pesto. We're going to take one decent-sized spoonful, a decent-sized serving spoon, I'd say, and whack it in. And then we're going to take about half another one and whack that in as well. So we'll just mix the pesto in. Now remember, our heat should be off now. So we're going to chop some herbs. The best way to do it is bunch them up. And as you can see, the knife's just gliding over them. Nothing too crazy. And this way, you've got nicely chopped herbs. Very simple, just scoop them up, plop them in. Nice mix through, nice chopped parsley just to finish. So you take a little bit, you place it in the middle of the plate, very gently. You take a little bit more. You've spent a lot of time creating this beautiful dish. So don't at the end just make a mess and just start throwing it on, Okay, so fish is ready now. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of moisture coming out the fish in the chorizo. If you've got a little bit of moisture in the bottom, ideal. And if you can, get a little spoon, scoop it up and just baste it over the fish. So all the tasty juices that have come out the fish mixed with the chorizo, mixed with the lemon. Absolutely beautiful. You can see some of the white protein starting to come out of the fish. That's a sign that your fish is cooked. You can feel it. The fish should be starting to firm up and just flaking and no more. Just starting to feel like it's giving back a little bit. The spoon test, all you do is go to the centre of the fish, pop your spoon in, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if the metal has conducted the heat in the middle, it's hot enough in the middle, so it's cooked. Touch your lip. Lovely, nice and warm. Perfect. Over to our plate. We're just going to place the beautiful piece of fish on top. Perfect. Everyone happy with that? Bon appetit.
Thank you.
Everyone there, yeah?